Hello, welcome to Oz SMC. Today we'll talk about order blocks. That's supply or demand zones. Same thing. We can call what else is there? Where orders lie in a market. Yes. This was about structures. Just going into details. Let me remove all of this. Let's talk about order blocks. What are order blocks? Why are they called order blocks? They are simply areas where the institution, the banks, the big boys, you will are those areas where the institutions will used in in their uh, trades later on. So, for example, right here, and so how do we find all the blocks in the market? Most of the times, we will see the one that holds will be that order block which was created with an impulse like this, and it has imbalances and that before that order block. So I have already gone through in my previous videos about imbalances. So do check out that if you don't know what I'm referring here. So here we have an impulse move, and the expectation is that when price comes back to this zone, and we look for a buy. So that's the expectation. So we have imbalances created here. So this order block needs to be mitigated. What is mitigation? That is price coming back to that zone to either close out or to add more orders. So it came back and it gave you a good buy right there. I don't know how it did here, but it gives you a buy right here. So this is how we find order blocks, and these order blocks are more prominent when there are impulse move that move in such a way that it breaks the structure of the previous high or low. So this is basically order block means it can be any bearish candle or a bullish candle. It can be any. It's just that we normally use the last candle before the impulse. Normally use the last candle as a order block. So this is what we can use this. And why I use this is after refining the order block. See what it did? So sorry, my mouse pad is not working. Did it hold? Yes, it did, but it came for 100% mitigation of this order block. Why am I not taking this? How did I refine to this? 15 minutes, let's see how it is. Where did it go? Okay, right here. We could even use this last candle. It can be again, it can be bearish or it can be bullish. So this is how you refine your order block, and exactly that's where price came. See, this is why coffee accumulation right here. Probably we would be engaging our buy here. Do you see where it's coming from? Order blocks. Let's see, let's find more order blocks. Everywhere you will see order blocks. Here, every candle will be order blocks. That's a problem. Why? If you this two candle, if you turn this to uh, maybe a 1 minute chart or even in seconds, then so many things are happening between this, and there's literally order blocks everywhere. So this is why, while having your order blocks, refining your zones is more important. You first need to understand the structure, what's happening in the market, what is your bias, are you going to buy or sell? Do you need to have a preset bias of the pair or a commodity or whatever crypto that you are trying to involved in? You need to have that bias first, and then you look for your zones, your supply and demand zones, and then you get involved with a confirmation. So finding your supply and demand zones is really important, and within that you can find your other blocks and you can refine it in however ways you want it. You can go this to 1 minute and you will see a different pattern again, and there you can choose a different candle again. And sometimes over refinement also will result in, or what do you say, missing out good trades. So it will come with practice, and it will come with experience. You need to do all of that. Fine. So let's see where we can find our blocks right here. Maybe we'll just start from here, right? This move broke the structure right here. Sorry, the one is this. This high got broken with this move. So the expectation is that when price comes back to where? Before this impulse, what created this impulse? Where is the zone? Where is the order block? Where is the supply and demand zone? Right here. This is the zone that we will be interested to buy, and that's what it happened. Again, we have a break of structure right here. And what is the expectation? When price comes to this zone, we will be looking for a buy. So what happened here? It completely broke. And this is why maybe you got lucky here, you got your profit, but in this case, you will lose. And worse if you don't put your stop loss. What is the point of putting your stop loss somewhere here or here, or you don't use at all? So the stop loss will be just below this zone right here. There's no point in putting here and here. Yep. No, that's sure way to lose your account, your capital, everything. So this is where our confirmation comes in. You are going to find this type of zones of break and zones everywhere in the market, everywhere. So you need to have your confirmation to get involved. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, all right, so we have this now. Price broke this. Where is the next order block now? Price broke here. Yeah. So where is the last candle before this? Huge impulse move down. Right here. This is the last candle. And what's the expectation? Expectation is that when price comes up, we will look for a sale from this zone. This is a supply zone now. Did we get? I don't think. Price never came. Okay, it did. Here. And this is a reference to a higher time frame. This is the liquidation of a the structure in a, I think it was in a daily or weekly chart. I'll just show you. Oops, sorry. I think I might have made a mistake. I don't know where that area is. Where is that area? Okay. Yeah, whatever. So this is a liquidation of whatever orders here, and then it moves down. Anyway, so this is our order block right here. And does it mean that price will always come to your zone? No, it doesn't have to be, and it won't. But when it does, we look for confirmation. This is why we need to have patience. We need to wait for our zones. Why involved here? Why involved here? What if it just shoots up? So we waited, we didn't get, that's fine. But in the process, we again have the opportunity to invoke right here. We have a break of structure right here with this. So where is our order block? Last one right here, somewhere like this. So next what you're gonna do is, since you are expecting that price may come to this zone also, why not buy from here to target this or even this highs? So that is what it happened here, and the buy here, and we did not reach our target, but that's fine. That's how you can anticipate your bias. That's how you can involve yourself. So here again, where is your next area that you think that you want to involve yourself here? This move down, right? Break structure. This we could have this area. We can look for a say. Forget about the history. Forget about your chart history. Just for the sake of finding the order blow. Now we broke above this zone, this here with here, or even the last one if you want to consider the last one. There. The expectation is that when price comes back to this zone, we're going to look for a buy to target this. And this is what we got. We got a good buy right here. And then it broke through again right here. Price made a break of structure here. Where is that break of structure coming from? Maybe this candle, maybe, or maybe somewhere from even here. So the expectation is that when price comes back either to this zone or to this zone, we will be looking for a sale. We got a sale right here. Again, we got a sale. And it finally broke through here. And what's the expectation? When price comes back to this zone, last one is like here, or even this one, we will be looking for a buy. That's expectation. But what happened? Still, we are expecting a sale from this zone, right? Because of this break of structure, and we got that. We got that sale. But the expectation again, when it comes to here, we'll be looking for a buy. Here, this would have been a break-even trade. So maybe you make get some profit right here. But then it broke through and was targeting this zone and then gave a buy. We did not get the buy. So again, when this move was made, where is the last This is the last candle that we would want to look for a sale. Even this here, because why this? A wick in itself is a order block, is a supply or a demand zone, the wick itself. Because when you move to lower time frame, you will see that these are made up of candles. So we will be looking for a sale from this zone, and you got that sale, right? A little bit. And if you involve yourself in a smaller time frame, maybe in a second chart, and you have a 1 pip stop loss, then this is a huge, how much? Let's see. This is like 12 pips. So if you have a 1 pip stop loss, this could go even 10 hour trade, right? And then the expectation again from this area, it did give a little bit and then the drop. So when this drop happens, we broke the structure here. So the expectation is that when price comes back to this zone, we'll be looking for a sale. And it didn't happen, it just launched up. And this is why we need to have that confirmation every time you're involving whether a buy or a sale, you need to have a confirmation. And that confirmation comes from Wyckoff. For me, at least. I don't know how you involve yourself, but for me, it's Wyckoff. And then it moves above this, breaking this. So what's the expectation when price comes to this zone, the last one, we will be looking for a buy. That's the expectation, right? Price came here, we got a buy, and then probably we give a break even right here, or you book profit somewhere here, still targeting this, and then you break even here. And if you didn't put your break even, then you might have lost your stop loss right here. So this is how we find order blocks in the market and how we use them. We're not going to use every order block. If this is an order block, this is an order block, this everything is order blocks everywhere. But we try to find the zones. We try to find the ones that is likely to give you a setup, a good setup, like this one, right? We have a break of structure right here. So this could be an order block, a supply zone that will be used later to take the price even lower. Let's see if we got that. Do you see this order block? So many things have happened here, and this was never tested, never mitigated. And right here, we got our first one. Boom. Again here, we got our sale. And what did I say? Possibly to take even lower than this. And did it happen? Yes. See, the target was comes like this, then the drop, structure wise. That's why I always say structure is very important. And I won't be covering structures in my videos. That would be for our private mentorship. And the way to define refine your order blocks, this also you can do by going jumping around to 1 minute, 5 minute, however that you want, and you can choose the candle maybe with a volume, and that's how you can refine your order blocks. But there are other ways that you can't even imagine to refine your order blocks in such a way that it's always respected. I hope you have seen those of you who are watching from our group. You know what I'm talking about. And right here, what is the expectation when price comes back? This is our zone, right? This is our zone. This is the order block. Broke. price comes back to this zone, and then where price, this is our next zone that we are hoping for, and it didn't it didn't come to our zone, so this might be a lost opportunity. We don't need to involve ourselves if it doesn't hit your zone. If you can, if you want, but for me, that's my rule. I do not involve until and unless it gives me that proper confirmation inside the zone. Whatever happening outside, whatever you want to buy, sell, my bias still stands that with this move, with a break of this, the expectation is the price hits, it's going to move higher. And what happened? It did. It already moved higher above this with this move. So is this zone important to me? No more. This zone is no more important to us. Rather, we can look for next areas, maybe here or maybe in this, a wick itself. Like I said, the wick itself is an order block. And do we have mitigation of this order block before this move? With this, no, it was not mitigated. So the expectation is that it may be mitigated or it might not. I don't know. But if it does mitigate it, then we'll be looking for a buy right here. And that's what gives us a buy. Anyway, we will wind up here for today on order block. So if you have any queries, drop in the comment section, and do give your support through your likes and subscription so that we can bring more people to analyze the way that we do. All right, thank you.